Let me start with the question now. Okay. So I'm pasting the question here on our whiteboard, and then we will solve that question, right? So the question which I am going to paste here is that this is the question. This question you may be seeing now. The average salary of all the employees in an organization is 8,000. The average salary of 7 technicians is 12,000, and the average salary of the rest is 6,000. The total number of employees in the organization is. So we need to find the. So first of all, the first most important thing in solving the questions, that is, let us do the mapping of the questions. The most important part which is given here, average salary of all the employees is this, right? So you might be knowing that day I told you that average is equal to sum of observations divided by the number of observations. So that was the point which we discussed, right? So here is given that an organization has a number of employees. We don't know what is the number of employees in the organization. Let's suppose total number of employees in organization, right? Total number of employees in organization. Let's suppose that number goes to n, right? That number is, we can say n. N is the total number of employee in the organization. So now further it has given that there are some employees, 7 technicians, right? So let me write here that technicians, right, are 7. So there are 7 technicians, and the rest of the employees, it's given. So rest of the employees, right? So let me take it n minus 7, that is the rest of the employees, n minus 7, right? So it means it is quite important to note here that the total salary of the n employees is equal to total salary of 7 technicians plus total salary of rest of the employees, right? So this is the point here, right? I need to write it because I am to explain it to you, right? So the total salary of n employees, okay, is equal to total salary of 7 technicians plus total salary of the rest of the employees, right? Total salary of the rest of the employees. Okay. So this is the point here, which is important to be noted. And on this basis, we will be able to solve this question, right? So now total salary of we can say n employees. I told you that A is equal to S upon n. Average is equal to sum over observations. Sum will be equal to average into n, right? So it means total salary of n employees will be, we can say, n multiplied by the average salary of the all employees, right? All employees average salary is 8,000 multiplied by n is equal to 8,000 n, right? That is equal to average salary of 7 employees means 12,000 multiplied by 7 technicians are equal to 7, right? 7 technicians are given plus, right, average salary of rest of the employees. Average salary of rest of the employees is equal to 6,000 multiplied by, right, number of employees, that is equal to n minus 7. Is it clear to everybody? How have I made this relation? Okay, because this is the important thing in this question. If this point is not clear to you, then you need to ask it from me, right? Because if this is not clear to you, you would not be able to solve the question. Okay, so that's the point here. I hope it's clear to you. So this is the point, right? So now we will solve it, right? So what is there? So there is a 8,000 N, right, is equal to 84,000 plus 6,000 N, right, minus 42,000, right? So when you will solve this question further, so it will become that 2000 N is equal to 42,000, right? 42,000. 2000 N is equal to 42,000, right? And N is equal to 42,000 divided by 2000, that is equal to 21, right? So total number of employees in the organization, which is asked there, that is 21. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. So what was asked in the question? Total number of employees in the organization, right? Right. So we need to do the mapping like this, right? Salary of all employees, that is average salary of all employees 8,000, and average salary of 7 technicians, that is 12,000, right? And average salary of rest of the employees, that is you can say 6,000. Okay. And according to the question, we have to find the value of N, right? So this is the value of N which we have just found. Okay. So I hope the point is clear to everybody. Okay. So this is your duty to ask the problem from me, right? If any problem you feel, right? So kindly, if possible, keep your cameras on, if possible, right? Please. So okay. So now I think you must have noted this problem, right? The solution to this problem. Now I am giving you one more alternative method of the same problem, right? We will work on one more alternative method of the same problem, right? So as far as the alternative method of the same problem is concerned, right? So here the point is that there are two, you can say, extremes of the average salary. Let me write here. One extreme is 12,000, and the another extreme of average salary, that is 6,000. Okay. And in between, the average of all employees of the organization, right? So that falls rupees 8,000, right? That is rupees 8,000. Okay. Okay. So now what we need to do, right? As we do in the questions of, you can say, allegations, we have to take the differences here. 12,000 and 8,000 difference is 4,000. 8,000 and 6,000 difference is 2,000. Okay. So if we, you can say, right, reduce it further, right? So it will become 2, 1, right? 2, 1, it will become 2, 1, right? It will become 2, 1, right? So now the next thing in such type of questions we need to do, that we need to cross now these, right? Cross means, right, the ratio of the employees, that is 1:2, right? 1:2, right? So 1:2 means the number of other employees are double than the number of technicians, because 12,000 represents the technicians in this question, right? Average of technicians. Okay. Okay. So that means if 1 is equal to 7, so then 2 is equal to 14, and the total number of employees is equal to 7 plus 14, that is equal to 21, right? Total number of employees 7 plus 14 is equal to 20. So you can do the question this way as well, right? Okay. So otherwise, this is the question of the combined average, as I told you that day, right? I told you the formula of the combined average as well on that day. Okay. So otherwise, this is that. Okay. So hope it is clear to you, to all of you. Okay. So can I move further? Okay. So now anybody, if anybody wants to ask from this first problem, first question, right? Beta, it is important to please keep your cameras on because this is CSAT class, right? I wanted to note that whether you are able to do the questions or not, right? So beta, that is important, right? So that from your face expressions, right? So I got the idea that whether you are getting what I am telling you or not. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me take one call, please. Hello. Hello. So the next question is there that without any stoppage, a person travels a certain distance at an average speed of 42 kilometer per hour. And with the stoppages, he covers the same distance at an average speed of 28 kilometer per hour. Okay. And how many minutes per hour does he stop? So this is the question. Okay. How many minutes per hour does he stop? Right. So beta, uh, first of all, let us do the mapping of this question again. Right. So this is the journey. Let me type right here without stoppage. Okay. Without stoppage. And my speed comes out without stoppage. My speed comes out, that is 42 kilometer per hour. That is my speed, right? And now this is the same journey with the stoppage, same journey, right? And now my speed comes out with stoppage, right? My speed comes out, you can say, that is 28 kilometer per hour, right? 28 kilometer per hour, right? So now beta, the one thing is that, right? So let us assume this first, right? Either we start from either we take the reference of the first train, right, of the first case, or we take the reference of the second case, right? So now let us take the reference of the first case first, right? First case, okay. In the first case, a person moves 42 kilometer without stoppage, right? 42 kilometer in how much time? In 1 hour's time. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear? And the second one is moving 28 kilometer in the same time. So it means the first one will take the time to move 28 kilometer. That is equal to, right, 28 divided by 42, right, multiply by 1 hour. Let us take it 60 minutes, right? Because the distance is 2/3 now, right? For 28 is 2/3 of 48. Okay, clear now? So see, the distance is beta 28, right, of the 42, right? That is equal to 2 upon 3, right? So if the distance is 2 upon 3, the time taken will also be 2 upon 3, right? Because right, clear na? Right? Let me tell you, if you move 60 kilometer in 1 hour, right, and then in 30 minutes, means in, you can say, half an hour, you will move how much? 30 kilometer, right? So beta, if the distance is two third, the time taken will be two-third, right? The time taken will also be two-third of how much? Of 60 minutes, right? So that means the time taken will be 40 minutes by the, right? So by time taken will be 40 minutes by the train, right, which doesn't stop, right? But the train which stops, it takes the time 60 minutes. Okay, it means the how many minutes per hour does the man stop? That is for 20 minutes per hour, right? Okay, let us say d is the distance, right? Let me tell you, d is the distance, right? So time taken without stoppage, right? Time taken with the stoppage. First, let me write it, right? With stoppage, that is equal to, you can say, how many times? 60 minutes, right? D, let us take it 28 kilometer, right? Let me take it 28 kilometer, right? So without stoppage, the time taken is sorry, with stoppage, the time taken is 60 minutes, and without stoppage, the time taken is 40 minutes, right? It is just calculated now. Clear? Clear way? It is how much time? This much time, 40 minutes, right? So it means, right? So the time of stoppage, right, after 60 minutes, right, for every 60 minutes, the time of stoppage comes to 20 minutes. Okay, time of stoppage comes to 20 minutes, right? Okay, so beta, you are not giving any expression, so I'm not able to get whether you are understanding or not, right? So जिन जिन को समझ आ गया वो मुझे टाइप करके बता दो, जिनको नहीं आया वो भी मुझे टाइप करके बता दो, प्लीज, राइट? बिकॉज concepts are important, right? So that is why I'm teaching you concept, right, not the formulas. Okay, understand. Okay, yes, let me explain it once more. Some students are asking. Okay, right? How 20 minutes came? Okay, I'm just telling you, like, right? Let me repeat the question. First, right? First thing, don't feel nervous. Question is there before you, right? I am your teacher sitting before you, right? You need not to worry. You need not to take tension, right? When your teacher is there before you, I am solving the question. You just go along with me, right? Step by step, right? You move with me. According to the question, there are two situations. One situation is that without stoppage, a person covers in 1 hour 42 kilometers, right? And with stoppage, the same person can move 28 kilometers in 1 hour. Is the question clear up to this point? Okay. So जिनकी प्रॉब्लम थी, हर्षिता की प्रॉब्लम थी, आशिका की प्रॉब्लम थी, राइट? सो आप मेरे साथ साथ मूव करो, राइट? सो आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू यू. So now the first case, I'm starting from the first case, right? In the first case, 42 kilometer without stopping, right, are covered in 60 minutes, and 28 kilometer will be covered in, right? Okay, will be covered in 60 upon 42 into 28. Okay, because the distance, uh, right? So I tell you that this distance of this distance of 28 kilometer, is 2/3 of 42 kilometer. If the distance is 2/3, then the time taken will also be 2/3. Right? So if the person had not stopped on the way, then he must have right, covered the distance of 28 kilometer in 40 minutes only. Okay. So, but the person has stopped on the way. That is why he took 1 hour. Right. So the difference of 1 hour and 40 minutes, that is the time of stoppage of the person. Is it clear now, Ashika and you, Harshita, and Sumedha also? Sumedha was also asking to repeat. Is it clear now? Otherwise, I can tell you once more, not an issue. Sumedha, what about you? What about you? Didn't get? Okay, clear. Okay, okay, okay. So, beta, this is the one way of solving this question. Okay. So, now let me move on to the second way of solving this question. Okay. There is another way of also of solving this question, right? Another way, let us take this second case, the reference point, right? Let us take this second case, the reference point. If we take the second case as the reference point, right? So I'm telling you multiple ways, right? So that whatever comes in your mind, you would be able to, right, pick there. Okay. So, right. So according to the second case, the 20 kilometers are covered in 60 minutes, means 1 hour. Okay. And 60 minutes means 1 hour. And the 42 kilometers will be covered in how much time? Because, right, see, 42 upon 28. 42 is 3 upon 2 of 28. Right. So the time taken will also be 60 into 3 upon 2. Right. So that is equal to 90 minutes. Right. That is equal to 90 minutes. Right. 90 minutes means 1.5 hour. Right. Is it clear now? 1.5 hour. So beta, that means, right, if the train, if the person without stopping on the way walks 42 kilometer in 60 minutes, means in 1 hour, right? And the person with the stoppage on the way walks 42 kilometer in you can say 1.5 hour, right? It means what is there? After every 90 minutes, right? Means after every 1.5 hour, the person is stopping for 30 minutes on the way, right? For 30 minutes on the way, and for 60 minutes, the persons would be stopping 20 minutes on the way. Okay. So that is also solved, right? Stoppage per hour. This is the question which was asked there. Stoppage per hour. Okay. Clear point? Ashish, is it clear to you? Okay. Agnes, it is clear to you? And Mr. Mohan, is it clear to you? I think Mohan has left the class. Mohan has left the class. Okay. So is it clear to everybody now? Right. So the question is quite simple, right? And now there is third way also of solving the question, right? Third way also of solving the question, right? So what is the third way of solving the question, right? In third way, what we need to do, right? We need to take the common multiple, right? Take common multiple of, right, 42 and 28, because we have been given two numbers over there, right? 42 and 28. This is the distance, right? So common multiple of 42 and 28 is equal to 48 kilometer, right? Is it there? Okay. Dipavita, is it clear to you? Okay, so it is 48 kilometers. So that means now we are having the two cases further, right? So without stoppage, the person takes 2 minutes, 2 hours to cover this distance, right? And with stoppage, the person takes 3 hours to cover the same distance, right? So the time of stoppage after 3 hours, right? After 3 hours, the time of stoppage is equal to 1 hour. Clear the difference between 3 and 2? 1 hour means 60 minutes, right? Okay. So after every 1 hour, the time of stoppage is equal to 20 minutes. Okay. So there are multiple ways of solving this question. Okay. So no need to worry. Clear? So you can go with any approach in your examination, not an issue. All right. So my purpose is just to tell you multiple ways so that whatever you think, right, in whatever method, with whatever method you feel yourself comfortable, you can go with that method, right? So my purpose is only this, right? You are not required to learn all the three methods, right? Okay. Okay. So that's the point, right? Okay. Third, I am repeating. Okay, please. So I'm telling you that in the question, there is given that one person walks the distance of 42 kilometers without stopping, and the second person walks the distance of 28 kilometers in 1 hour in the same time with stopping, right? So we have taken the common multiple of the two, 42 and 28, that is 84, right? Okay. The person without stopping, right, can cover this distance of 84 kilometers in 2 hours, right? And the person with the stopping, right, with stoppage can cover the same distance in 3 hours, right? So it means after every 3 hours, right, 1 hour goes in the stoppages, and after 1 hour, 20 minutes go in stoppages, right? So hope clear, right? Okay. जब भी किसी का सर दर्द होने लग जाए तो बता देना, ठीक है? तो फिर हम उसको रोक देंगे, ठीक है? So don't worry. Okay. So now I'm going on to the third question, right? So I'm taking the third question also. So now, as far as the third question is concerned, this is your question. The average marks of Suresh in 10 papers are 80, right? In 10 papers, the average marks of Suresh are 80. If the highest and the lowest scores are not considered, the average becomes 81. Okay. If the highest score is 92, find the lowest score, right? So now, beta, let us take it this way. First of all, mapping is important. I am telling you again, right? So this is the whole set of 10 papers, right? This is the whole set of 10 papers, and the average marks, right? 10 papers, and the average marks, right, comes to 80. So this is given. Okay. So he said that if we don't consider the highest and the lowest score, this is the highest score and this is the lowest score, right? So if we don't consider these two papers, then the average marks of the person means of the remaining papers, if we don't consider these, right? The average marks of the remaining papers are how many papers? 8 papers. Okay, 8 papers, and the average marks of those 8 papers right? So that is equal to how much? 81 is the average marks. 81, right? So now the question is, right? This is very simple now, right? Now now it is, let us see that maximum, right, plus minimum, right? इन दोनों मार्क्स का अगर हमें पता चल जाए तो उसमें से हम मैक्सिमम स्कोर, जो उसका हाईएस्ट स्कोर है, उसको हम लेस कर देंगे और लोएस्ट स्कोर आ जाएगा. Is it clear? The point is clear now. So now what is there? The average score in 10 papers is 80. So total score in 10 papers is equal to 10 into 80. That is equal to 800. Right? And now ignoring the highest. Okay. Okay, no problem, Peter. No problem, Ayman. No problem. I think you have joined just now, I think. No problem. Okay. So sometimes this happens, right? No problem. I will help you. Okay. So now the next thing is that here, which is here, the total marks from the 8 papers, that is equal to 8 multiplied by 81, right? Total marks from these 8 papers, right, comes to what is there? Okay, no problem with that. So this is 648, right? Total marks. Okay. So now reducing the, right, or subtracting the marks of 8 papers from 10 papers, whatever is remaining, that is 152 marks, right? So these 152 marks are the marks of, right, highest, these are the highest and lowest score, the total of highest and lowest score, that is 152, and maximum score is given 90, right? So 90 plus minimum, right, score, that is equal to 152, and the minimum score comes out to, right, 152 minus 92, that is equal to 60. So this is the minimum score. Okay, so this is the minimum score. The easiest way to solve this question is this. Okay, so now let me move further. Okay, I am moving further now. So the next question, which is the third question now. Okay, next question. I think you have done with it. Okay, noted it down. So now the next question, the fourth question we are doing, we are solving now. Okay. So this is your fourth question. This is little bit difficult question, right? So, but we will solve this question. Okay. So here the question is that you can say, right, the maths classes XYZ take an algebra test. 3 maths classes takes an algebra test. The average score of class 10th is class X is 83. The average score of class Y is 76, and the average score of class Z is 85. Okay. The average score of class X and Y is 79, and the average score of class Y and Z is 81. What is the average score of classes X, Y, and Z? Right? So what is given here to us? First of all, let us do the mapping of the question, try to understand the statement, right? Because many of the students commit mistake only here in understanding, right? So make it simple, X, Y, and Z, right? So these are the 3 classes, okay? So according to the statement, the average score of class X is 83, right? Let me write it here. Average score of class X is 83 and average score of class Y is 76 and average score of class Z is how much? That is 85. Okay, so this is given. Let me write here average score, right? Okay, now the next thing is that the average score of X and Y is 79, right? So these are the two classes. Okay, the average score of X and Y, both the classes taken together, that is 79. That is 79. Okay, this is clear. So now the next point we are taking here, right, that the average score of classes Y and Z taken together, that is how much? That is, you can say 81, right? So average score of these classes taken together is how much? This is 81, right? And what we need to find, we need to find the average score of all the three classes, right? So this is the point which we need to find out, right? So we need to find out the average score of all three. So this is the point, right? So the entire statement has been summarized into this much only, right? And it is very much clear to you now what we have to do. Okay, so let me start with the uh, first case. Okay, first case means, let me start with that, because we know that here are given the average scores, right? If the total scores would have been there, then we would have been able to find the right number of X, Y, Z, etc., etc., right? So because that is why, let us suppose that, right? So this is the class, this is given class X, class Y, and class Z, right? So this is given to us. Okay, so let me assume here that number of students in every class, right? So let the number of students is A, in this number of students B, and in this number of students C, in this number of students C. Okay, okay, so now what is here, right? Average score of class X is 83. It means XA is equal to 83. Sorry. So what is this, right? So the total number, right? The total score of X, right, class will be equal to average multiply by the number. यही होता है ना, average multiply by number, that will be the total score, right? किसी को डाउट हो प्लीज पूछ लेना मुझे, right? If anybody feels any problem, right, uncomfortable in class, please let me know, right? Otherwise my purpose would be defeated. So X is equal to 83A, it is clear, right? And now let us take Y, right? So average score of Y, that is equal to 76. So the total score of class Y is equal to 76B. Okay, so now let us take Z, right? The total score of class Z would be equal to the average score of class Z, 85, multiplied by the number of students in class Z, C. Okay, this is the point. So now let us move further. In the next step, it is given that average of score X and Y is 79, right? It means the total score of X plus Y, okay, total score of X plus Y, that is equal to 83A, sorry, 79. This is the average score, yeah, right? Multiplied by the number of students in both the classes taken together, A plus B. This is the total score, right? So that is equal to the total score in class X 83A, okay, plus total score of class Y, that is equal to 76B. Is it clear? Any doubt up to this point to anybody? Okay, clear, right? Okay, okay. So now, beta, right, beta, I can repeat the question, right? You can say 100 times for you, right? But please don't leave the class, right, with any doubt in your mind. Okay. So now 79A plus 79B, sorry, plus 79B, that is equal to, sorry, 79B, that is equal to 83A plus 76B. Is it okay? Plus 76B. This is there, right? Okay, 79A plus B, beta. 79 is the average score of class A and B. Total score of class A and B will be 79 average score multiplied by the total number of students in both the classes. That's the point, right? So beta, from this point, right, what we take here, that 3B, okay, is equal to 4A. That's the point. 3B is equal to 4A. 76 minus, 79 minus 76, 3B. Okay. And 83 minus 79A is equal to 4A. Clear? Okay. So now this is the one point. Okay. Now similarly, let us move on to further. We have been given the average score of the Y and Z class, right? What is that? That is 81. So total score of Y and Z class, 81 into number of students in Y class B plus number of students in Z class C, right? So that is equal to, right, total score of class Y 76B plus total score of class Z, that is equal to 85C. Clear? Same repetition which we did earlier. So now the point is that 81B, right, plus 81C, okay, 81B plus 81C, that is equal to, we can say, right, that is equal to 81A plus 81B plus 81C, that is equal to 76B, right, plus 85C, we can say, that's there, right? Okay. So from this, we conclude that 5B, okay, we conclude that you can say 5B, right, that is equal to 4C. 5B is equal to 4C. Okay. So this is the second equation which is there. Okay. This is the second equation which is there. Clear to everybody? Geeta, Sumedha, and Shruti, and then everybody, Rishi Raj, right? Ashish, Kevi, Agnes, and everybody, right? Please go on telling me, right? So, Ayman, are you getting better? Okay, right. Good. So now the next thing is that, right? So let us reduce it in terms of B, right? Let us take it in terms of B. If we take this in terms of B, that means A is equal to 4 upon, A is equal to 3 upon 4B. Is it clear? A is equal to 3 upon 4B. इस equation से हो गया. Okay, A is equal to 3 upon 4B. Okay, and then beta, from this equation we get it. From this equation, what we get, that C is equal to, right, 5 upon 4B. Right, C is equal to 5 upon 4B. This is also given here. Sorry, we have, right, reached at this conclusion from here. that C is equal to this 5.4b. Okay, so I think this is clear to you. C is equal to 5.4b. Okay, so now, right, now the point is that, let us now take these three, right, classes, or take these three, we can say, that is the students, right? So now here it is, if we take this A, B, and C here, right? Now we are coming on this point, A, B, C. A की value है 3/4b. We can write it here, right? So let me write it otherwise here. What is the value of A? That is, we can say 3 upon, one second, delete it first, right? So value of A है जो, that is, we can say, that is given as a 3/4b, right? So this is easy for you. 3/4b, this is the value of A, right? And B की value तो B है ही, right? And the value of C है जो, right? The value of C is given here 5/4b. 5/4b, 4b, right? So this is a 5/4b, right? This is given here. Is it clear up to this point? Right? Because we have to find the total number first of all. Without ABC की value जब तक नहीं आती, तब तक question solve नहीं होने वाला, right? So we need to find that. Okay, it's clear. So now beta, what can we do here, right? So B means B/1 होता है, right? Nothing else, na? B means B/1, right? So it is to, right? So now the LCM becomes 4, right? So what is here? If I write here A, B, and C, right? So the value of ABC becomes now, right, 3B, right? A's value is 3B, B's value, right? So we can say, right, so this becomes 3B, 4B, right? If we solve this, right, 3B, 4B, and 5B, and 5B, right? So beta, that means A, B, and C की जो ratio है, that is 3:4:5, right? The ratio of ABC is 3:4:5. Okay, 3:4:5. This is the ratio of ABC. Okay, so we have taken here ABC, right? In terms of B, we have written here, and then we take the LCM simply, right? So it becomes 3B, 4B, 5B. The ratio of ABC is 3:4:5. Okay, so now what's there in our question now, right? What's there in our question? A's value is equal to 3, B's value is equal to 4, and C's value is equal to what? 5, right? C's value is equal to 5. So this is given here. Okay, 3:4:5. Okay, so now the total score would be, right? Total score of X class, average of X class is 83 into the number of students 3, right? 3 plus. Okay, second class, the average score is 76, multiply by total number of students 4, and the third class average score is 85, right? And the average and the total number is 5, right? So that would become equal to, right, we can say 249, okay, plus 304, right, plus 425, okay? So that would be equal to, right, that would be equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is 700, right? 2 plus 3 plus 4, right? So that becomes, you can say, equal to, that is equal to we can say that 700 something, right? A345 and 3455. Yes. So that is 5 plus 4 plus 9. That is 18. 1, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 7. And 2 plus 3 plus 4. 978 is the total here. Okay. 978 is the total, right? So now what is there? Average is equal to total marks sum divided by the number. So total marks are given how many? 978, and the sum is given 12. All right. So the average marks would be 12 8s 96. Okay. And right, 97 minus 96 is equal to 18 divided by 12. That is equal to 1 point, I think 5, right? 81.5 is the correct answer. Okay. 81.5 is the correct answer. Okay. So was quite long. Do you agree? Anna, do you agree? Okay. So I think this solution you have noted down. Okay. Everybody noted down? Geeta, Raviraj, Agnes, everybody has noted down this solution. Ayman and everybody, Harshita. I hope everybody has noted down this solution, right? So I think today's class students are finding difficult, and that is why some of the students have left the class, right? But no worries. So now let me tell you, right, another way also. Okay. So this way is the emergency way, which I told you, right? The first method was the emergency method, right? If you, right, that was the emergency method. Now draw the method which I, right, like, you can say. So here is, let us suppose, sorry. So the, here is X and here is Y. X and Y. Two classes, X and Y. Okay. The average score of class X is given 83. Okay. And the average score of class Y is given how much? 76. Right. And the, what is this? And the average score of both the classes taken together, that is how much? 79. I think it's given 79 X and Y average score. This is there. Okay. So 79. Okay. 79. So the difference between 83 and 79, that is 4. Okay. That's 4. And that between 79 and 76, that's how much? That's 3. Okay. It means, let us cross it. It means the ratio between X and Y is 3:4. Okay. The ratio between X and Y is 3:4. It's clear. And now let us move on to the next case. The next case, let us take here Y and Z. Okay. Y and Z. It's given. Okay. So the average score of Y is given 76. And the average score of Z is given how much? 85. 85. It's there. Okay. Now 76 and 85. The average score of this Y and Z is how much? 81. 81. Okay. So the average score of this Y and Z is given how much? 81. Okay. So now what is there? the difference between 76 and 81 is 5, and the difference between 81 and 85 is 4, right? So the ratio of y and z is, okay, how much is the ratio of y and z? That ratio becomes 4:5. Okay, 4:5. Okay, beta. So 4:5, right? Okay, so what is this? This is x. Okay, this is y. Okay, and this is again y, and this is again z. Okay, so the ratio of x, y, and z is 3, 4, 5. Okay, x, y, z is how much? 3, 4, 5, right? 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is this? This is the number of students in the 3 classes, right? As we did in the earlier exercise also, right? And the average score of the 3 classes, how much it is? 83, right? And then 76, and then Z 85. Okay, so what is this? This is the average score. Okay, so now the total score of the 3 classes, that is 249, right? And 304, right? And 425. What is this? This is the total score. Okay, this is the total score, right, of 3 classes, right? The total score of all classes, total score of all classes. Okay, so that is equal to 249 plus 304 plus 425. Okay, so that is equal to what was there? 978, same number. Okay, so average is 978 divided by 12. That is the average. Okay, so which method is easier? Second one or first one? Okay, right? Okay. Okay, so so every problem has an alternative solution also, right? In life also, right? So just you can say started thinking otherwise. Okay, in life also, every problem has an alternative solution there. Okay, so see how easy it is, the second option, right? It is up to you if you want to go for the first option. It is up to you, Dipavita, right? Otherwise, I will prefer this second one, right? So any doubt to anybody up to this point, please ask. Okay. So can I move on to the next question? So I'm not taking the very simple questions here in class, right? I'm taking tough questions, right? Because simple questions you can do from anywhere. Okay, not a big thing that. So I think, do you agree with me? I hope you agree with me, no? So simple questions you can take from anywhere and you can solve. Not an issue. Right? Okay, so now the next question is this. Average of 17 numbers is 10.9. If the average of first 9 numbers is 10.5 and that of the last 9 numbers is 11.4, the middle number is. Okay, the middle number is. Right? So now let me take it like this. First of all, let us understand the whole question. Okay. So as far as the whole question is concerned, total numbers from this point to this point, the total numbers are 17. Clear? And their average is given equal to 10.9. So that is the point. Okay. And now out of these 17 numbers, the first 9 numbers, right? Their average comes to 10.5, right? And the last 9 numbers, their average comes to 11.4, right? 11.4. Okay. Is it clear? Right, beta? So let's suppose, right? It means, okay, let's suppose, I'm just taking to make the point clear to you, right? Let's suppose the 9 numbers are, or the 17 numbers are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, right? N, O, P, 13, 14, 15, 14, 15, 16 हो गए. Q. These are the, okay, 17 numbers, I think. No, sorry. G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. 3 plus 3, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 3. Yes, these are the 19 numbers. Okay. So now if the 19 numbers are there, right? So the sum of the numbers A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H plus I, right? These 9 numbers up to I. Okay. So their average is 10.5. Okay. It means their sum is 9 numbers are there. 9 into average 10.5, right? The sum of these numbers is how much? That is 94.5. 94.5. This is their sum. 94.5. Okay. That's there, right? And now what's there? The sum of the last 9 numbers. Last 9 numbers means I से लेकर के Q तक, right? Their average is given how much? 11.4. 11.4, right? So that means the sum of the last 9 numbers, right? So that becomes 11.4 into what is there? 9 numbers are there, right? So that is equal to 99 plus 3.6. It means 102.6, right? 102.6. So that's there. Okay, 102.6. Okay, great. So this is there, beta. So now what's there, right? Let me tell you here, right? So this is the number of A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F, right? Plus, sorry, E plus F plus G plus H plus I, right? You need not to do this exercise there in your examination. I am just so that it should be clear to you, right? So you may not be in any, you can say, doubts, right? And the number of last 9 numbers, which is, we can say I, right? Plus, you can say J plus K plus L plus M plus N plus O plus P plus Q, right? So these are the last 9 numbers, right? So now if we take these, you can say, right? So if you, right, if we add both these, right, it will become A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H plus 2I, right? One I here, 2I. Is it clear now? 2I plus J plus K plus L plus M plus N. Okay. So then there is plus O plus, sorry, plus O plus P plus Q, right? So that is equal to this. Okay. So this is the total, right? So this total would be equal to, right, this 94.5. Okay. So plus what is there? 102.6. This total becomes equal to this. Okay. So let us further do the total. So this becomes equal to, right, 190, you can say 7.1. this total becomes equal to 197.1. Okay, so this is there, right? So now beta we need to subtract from this, right? What? A plus B plus C plus D, okay, plus E plus F plus G plus H plus I, okay, plus J plus K plus L plus M plus N plus O plus P plus Q, right? So we have to reduce from this, right? So the total of this is 10.9 is the average of 17 numbers, right? 10.9 into 17, okay? So that will become the total of this, okay? So that will be equal to, right? That will be equal to, we can say, what is this? 170 plus 90 plus 60, the 153, 15, 185.3. That will be 185.3, I think, if I am not wrong. Okay, so that's there, right? So now, see beta, this is I'm doing just to explain that the things to you. When we subtract the equation below from the equation above, right? So these will be, right, cancelled out. Okay, so J will be cancelled out, right? K will be cancelled out, L will be cancelled out, M will be cancelled out, and so all these will be cancelled out, we can say, right? So all these will be cancelled out here. Okay, so and what will be remaining there? The value of I, right, will be equal to, value of I will be equal to 197.1, right, minus 185.3. That is the value of I. Okay, so this will be equal to how much? 11.8. So this value of I is equal to 11.8. I think this is the answer, right? So you should check it. क्या हुआ कार्तिक? What happened? Why lecture upload on YouTube? Why? Karthik, tell me. You find it difficult? Tell me, Karthik. Okay. Okay. Equation part beta is not important, right? I am just telling you, right? When it is given here, this number is repeated, right? So this is not important from your examination point of view. I mean the middle number is repeated. Middle number is the 19th number out of the 17, right? The middle number is repeated. It means the first set of 9 numbers, the total of those, and the second set of 9 numbers, the total of those, right? उसमें से हम all the 17 numbers का total minus कर देंगे, and what will be remaining, that will be the middle number, means ninth number, right? So ये just मैंने आपको explain करने के लिए समझाया था, right? So that you, right, might be clear about this. Okay, so that's the point. Okay, is it clear? So now I am moving on to the next question. So the next question, which is there, next question I am taking now. So please, beta, don't miss the first hour or first half hour or like that of lecture, because beta, this would not be possible for me to put every lecture on the YouTube, right? So if I post every lecture on the YouTube, then beta, what about those who have paid me and are sitting in the class, right? So if I start distributing the lecture free, so that's why this is your duty. Suraj has a certain average of runs for 12 innings. In the 13th innings, he scores 96 runs, thereby increasing his average by 5 runs. What is his average after the 13th innings? Right? Has a certain average, right? And in 13th right inning, he scores he scores 96 runs, thereby increasing his average by this much, right? So the question is that what is the has a certain average, right, for 12 innings. In his 13th innings, he scored right 96 runs, thereby increasing his average by 5. What is his average after the, we can say, 13th innings? So that is the point, right? So that is the point. Okay. So now beta, the question which is very much important here, right? The point is here that certain average, let's suppose A, right? Average in, right? A is average. Let me write here. A. Leave it. Let me do it this way, right? So these are the 12 innings. 12 innings. Clear? 12 innings. And the average of these 12 innings, average score, that is not known. Let's suppose it is A. It's A. Right? Now, this is his 13th innings. This is his 13th innings. Right, Peter? 13th innings. In 13th innings, he scored 96 runs. He scored 96 runs. Right? And due to that, right, his average increases by 5 runs. Okay, due to that, his average increases by 5 runs. That is the point. Average increases by 5 runs. Okay, so what is his average after the 13th innings? Okay, so now beta, the point is that, right, there is one point, let me tell you. 12 innings का total score था 12A. Okay, and 13th innings का score है 96. That is equal to, right, that is equal to 13 innings multiply by the new average. New average is 5 more than the old average, A plus 5. Is it clear? New average is A plus 5. Right? So you just have to make the relation like this. Now what is there? 12A plus 96. That is equal to 13A plus 65 plus 65. That means A is equal to 31. We solve this. A is equal to 31. Is it clear? Okay. Now he has asked that what is his average after 13th innings? So this is average after 12 innings, right? Average after 13 innings becomes A plus 5 because it has increased by 5, right? So average after 13 innings will be 31 plus 5, right? That is equal to 36. 36. Okay, clear? So this is the way to solve, right? And beta, one more way to solve, right? Which is the way you can say, right, which some illiterate peoples like me, right, follow to solve or adopt to solve this question? How? There is very simple thing that in the last inning, he scored 96 runs. Okay. And out of those 96 runs, right, he has contributed 5 runs each to the previous 12 innings to increase their average. Right. So how many runs he contributed to the previous 12 innings to increase their average? 12 into 5, right? That is equal to 60 runs he contributed to that. And then now the average becomes 36. Right? Now the average becomes 36. Right? 60 runs have been contributed to the previous averages. Sorry, to the previous innings to increase their average by 5 per inning. Right? So 5 per inning means 60 runs have been contributed just to increase the right average of the previous innings, and the remaining are 36, which is equal to the new average. Very simple. Okay. So let us move on to the next question. Done with this? Please note down the solutions. Rizwana, is it clear to you? Harshita, Geeta, Ashika, Agnes. So everybody please tell me, right? Okay, okay. Okay. So don't feel uncomfortable in my class, right? So I will provide you every solution. Okay, explain the second way. Yes, I am just explaining, beta. Don't worry. This is the point, right? Second way, beta. In the second way, 13th innings, in 13th innings, the total score is 96, right? And due to the 13th inning score, the average score of the previous 12 innings has also increased by 5, right? It means out of this 96 score, right, 12 into 5, 60 scores have been contributed towards the increasing of the average of previous 12 innings, right? Means 60 scores have been contributed there, and the remaining is 36. That is the average now. Okay. So the next point, Harshita, better please tell me, is it clear now? Right? If you need more explanation, then I can, right, do that also. Not an issue. So the next thing is, beta, it is given in this question that the average score, it is given here that average, right, his by increasing his average by 5 runs, right? It means previous plus this, right? Average has been increased by 5 runs, right? Let me take it otherwise. Total runs 96, total innings 13, right? So 13 into 5, 65 runs have been contributed towards increasing the average of all the 13 innings, right? So if that would not be the case, then the average score of the 13th inning, 13 innings would have been 31, but now it has been increased by 5, right? So that is why the new average becomes equal to 36. Okay, you can understand it this way also, right? If this innings had not been there, right, so then the average would have been the same. Okay, or let's suppose if the total score of the 13th innings would have been equal to the average of the previous 12 innings, right? So then it would have been 31, because 13 into 5, right? 13 innings का 5 पर इनिंग स्कोर बढ़ाने के लिए हमें 65 चाहिए थे स्कोर, राइट? और वो 65 तो उधर निकल गए, है ना? इट मींस अगर ये 65 एक्स्ट्रा ना होते तो 13th इनिंग का स्कोर प्रीवियस 12 इनिंग्स की एवरेज के इक्वल होता, एंड दैट शुड बी 31. ओके, and now 5 per inning has been increased, so that's why it becomes 36. Not an issue. Okay, so okay, now clear. So let me move next question. So now the next question is, which is given here, the sum of 3 numbers is 98. If the ratio of first and second be 2:3 and that of the second and third be 5:8, then the second number is, we need to find the second number. Okay, so let us find number first, number second, okay, and number third. Let us write it that way: number first, number second, and number third. Okay, so I'm writing it this way. Okay, so now what's here? Number first and number second, right? So they are in ratio of 2:3, right? And now what's there? Number second and number third, they are in ratio of 5:8. It's given, right? 5:8, it's given there. Okay, it's given. Clear up to this point? So we need to find the middle number. It means we need to find that what is the value of the second number. Okay, so our first job is to find the average, to find the ratio of these, all the 3 numbers, right? So what should we do? Now, we are given here the ratio of A and B is equal to 2:3, first and second, and the ratio of second and third is given 5:8, right? So हमने तीनों की रेशियो निकालनी है. इसके लिए बेटा प्लीज फोकस हियर, दिस मिडल नंबर है जो, right? So this middle number, let us make it equal in both the cases, right? So how to make it equal, right? So the upper ratio 2:3, let us multiply it by 5, means this number 5, right? And the ratio given below, right, it is here, right? So let us multiply this by the number 3, means this number, right? So now what will happen there, right? Let us multiply it by 3. Now what will happen there? 10, right? So 1 and 2 will be in the ratio 10:15. Okay, if we multiply by this, right? And the below, if we multiply by 5, it will become 15 ratio what? 15:24. Okay, it will become 15:24, right? So now what's here? The ratio of the 3 numbers is 10, 15, and 24. Quite simple, right? Now let us suppose, okay, now let us suppose the first number is let us suppose 10A. So then obviously the second number would be how much? 15A, right? And then obviously the third number would have been 25A, because the numbers are in the ratio 10, 15, 24. Clear point? Is it clear? So now the total of these 3 numbers sorry, that is equal to 98. This is the total of the three numbers. It's given. Clear? So now what is there? 49A is equal to 98 and A is equal to 2, right? And the middle number is 15A. It means 15 into 2, that is the value of the middle number, which is equal to 30. Okay, that's the value of the middle number, which is equal to 30. I hope clear. Okay. So now I am moving into the next question. The next question is, the average weight of 8 sailors in a boat is increased by 1 kg. If one of them weighing 56 kg is replaced by a new sailor, right? What is the weight of the new sailor? Right? The weight of the new sailor is, or what is the weight of the new sailor? That is the question. Okay. So first of all, let us understand. Okay. So first of all, let us understand better. Quite easy. Let's suppose this is a boat, right? I am just taking. In this boat, there are 8 sailors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 8 sailors in this boat, right? And from this boat, one sailor has been taken away, right? One sailor, let us suppose this sailor is taken away, right? Okay. So the weight of this sailor was how much? 56 kg. Weight of this sailor was 56 kg, right? Okay. Clear up to this point? And we can say in place of this, right, one new sailor has entered into. Let's suppose this is the new sailor who has entered into the boat, right? And this new sailor has contributed 1 kg weight to everybody, right? Because the average has increased by 1, right? So this new sailor has contributed 1 kg weight to everybody. It means he has contributed, right? I'm just telling first of all so that the concept should be clear. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 1 kg to himself also, otherwise his age could have been equal to the weight could have been equal to the previous average, right? So that means 56 तो इसने कॉम्पेंसेट किया ही है जो पर्सन छोड़ के गया था, राइट? और प्लस इसने सभी की एवरेज 1 kg इंक्रीज कर दी. It means 8 kg he has brought extra weight, right? So the weight of the new sailor was 64 kg. Okay, weight of the new sailor was 54 kg. Okay, so that's the point, right? ये तो ऐसे ही है ना, जो illiterate लोगों वाला मेथड है ये तो. Okay, so now the next, right? So if we take right, जो बहुत पढ़े लिखे लोग होते हैं, अब हम उनका मेथड यूज करते हैं, राइट? सो वो लोग क्या करते हैं कि लेट्स सपोज द प्रीवियस एवरेज, वो ऐसा करते हैं ना, ऑफ 8 सेलर्स, राइट? Previous average weight of 8 sailors was W. This is there, right? So they do that total weight of 8 sailors. Okay. total weight of 8 sailors was 8W. That was the total weight of 8 sailors, 8W. Okay. So now they will do that. 8W में से हमने एक 56 kg वाला पर्सन निकाल दिया. Clear point? Right? And now, what is there? Okay. So now what is there? Now you can say minus 56. Okay. So plus एक नया सेलर आ गया, राइट, जिसका वेट आई थिंक एक्स है, डोंट नो, राइट. सो नंबर ऑफ पर्सन्स इज द सेम 8, राइट. टोटल वेट divided by the total number 8, right, that is equal to the new average weight, which is equal to W plus 1. Okay, the weight has been increased now, average has been increased by 1. This is the case now. Okay, is it clear now? Relationship clear? So now what is there? 8W minus 56 plus X, that is equal to 8W plus 8. Okay. So now 8W cancelled out. Right. So now what is there? X is equal to 64. Okay. X is equal to 64. Right. So ये आप लोगों का तरीका है. दोनों में से आपने देखना है कि in which method you are more comfortable. Right. So let us do one question more, right? After that, I will give you one assignment, right? I will send you one assignment, right? But I want to send the assignment only to those persons who are present in the class today. Okay. So, right. So I will take your, note down your names also, so that I may send, right, exactly only to those persons, right, who are present in the class, right? So who are not present, I will not send the assignment to them. So this is the point, right? So the next thing is the next question. Let me take one more question for solution here. So the next question here is that a number X equals 80% of the average of 5, 7, 14 and a number Y. If the average of X and Y is 26, the value of Y is. Clear? So first of all, what is there given in the question? X is equal to, right, 80%. 80% means 4 upon 5, right? 4 upon 5. Okay, 4 upon 5 of what? Let me write here. Okay, let me change it also. Let me write it in another way so that it would not confuse you, right? 4 upon 5. So that would be better too, right? Otherwise you would feel you may confuse. So that is there, 4 upon 5 of what? Of average of these numbers. Average of these number means it is one number is 5, second number is 7, and third number is 18, and fourth number is Y. Right? So average of these numbers would be sum of these numbers divided by numbers. Numbers means 4 numbers are there. So we'll divide it by 4. So that will be the average of these numbers. Okay. So this is equal to this. So this is the relationship which is according to the question. Clear, beta? So now what is here? Here, beta, this 4 and 4 will be cancelled out. Right? So what is remaining there? That is 5x. Okay, is equal to 5 plus 7, 12 plus 14, 26. It is 26 plus y. That's there. sorry, 26 plus y. That's there. Clear? Clear? Okay. So now if the average of x and y is 26, right? So the value of y is, this is the point. So now let us say that, right? Let us take it that from this equation, 5x minus y is equal to 5x minus y is equal to what? Equal to 26. Right? And the average of x and y is also 26. It means the total of, let's suppose, average of x and y, right? It means x plus y divided by 2, right? So that is equal to what? 26. That is the average. Is it there? Right? So it means x plus y, that is equal to 52. Okay, one equation is this and one equation is this. Two equations, two unknown are here, right? So x plus y, that is equal to what? 52. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to solve these equations. Okay, so it means this y and y will be cancelled out if we add the two equations. So it will become 6x. 6x is equal to what? 78. Right? And x would be equal to how much? 13. Right? X is 13. If x is 13, then the value of y, right? Let's suppose, put it in this equation, 13 plus y, okay, is equal to what? 52, right? And y would be equal to what? That is equal to 39. Okay. So y is equal to 39. Okay. In this question was asked the value of y. Point clear? Okay. So one more question. Let us do. The average age of PQRS 5 years ago was 45 years. By including T, the present age of all of them is 49 years. The present age of T is. This is the question here, right? So we have entered new person T into the team. Okay. And with the entry of a new person T into the team, right? So the age of 4 persons have been decreased, because average has been decreased. All right, by how much average has been decreased? That has been decreased by 1 year, right? So first of all, let us take the total age of P plus Q plus R plus S. That was equal to 45. Okay. Uh, Sorry, one question is here that this age was 5 years ago, right? So now after 5 years, at present it means, right? All the 4 persons have increased by 5 years each, right? So the average age would have been 50, right? So the present average age is 50. Okay. Total age is 50 into 4. That is equal to 200. This is the total age of 4 persons today. Okay, clear? Sumedha, clear to you? Okay, Geeta and Rizwana, clear? And Dipamvita, Raviraj, Amarnath, Harshita, beta, Geeta, Asika, clear, okay, Agnes, and Kavita, Ahirwal, Kanksha, Ishfaq, and Udatha Sai Prane. Okay. So beta, this is your duty to tell me that it's clear. Okay, right. So now what is there? Now one more person T has entered into this in the group, and now the persons are P plus, right, Q plus R plus S plus T. Okay, the 5 persons are there. Now the average has become 49, right? 49 into 5. Now the total age is 245, right? Okay, so the age of T in this case is that is equal to 45. Okay, age of T is 45. Clear? Clear? Okay, and beta otherwise also you can take it like this, right? So these were the 4 persons already, PQRS, right? And the present average age of the 4 persons was, we can say, 50 years, right? The present average age I'm taking 50 years. Okay, 50 years, right? But when T entered into the group, right? So if the average, if the age of T would have been equal to the average of the previous 4 persons, right? Okay, so then the average would remain 50 after joining T also, right? Okay, but after joining T, per person 1 kg weight has decreased, right? Because the average has 49, become 49, right? It means 50 minus what? 5. That is equal to 45. That is the age of, right? Due to which per person 1 kg age has been, per person 1 year age has been decreased. Okay. So it means the age of this T is we can say that that is equal to this 45 years, right? Due to which per person average age has been decreased. Okay, equal to this, right? So his age is 45, right? So which has contributed 1 year fall in the age of all persons. Clear, right? So now let me take your you can say names, right? So that I may send you the all the this, right? One is Geeta, present in class. Second is Rizwana. Third is Sumedha. Okay. So, and fourth person is Dipanvita. And fifth person is Raviraj. And sixth person is Amarnath. And seventh person is Amarnath के बाद गीता है ना? Geeta beta, you need to message me, right, at my WhatsApp number. Do you have my WhatsApp number, Geeta? Okay, chalo. This is Harshita. Okay, Harshita is also there. So now Geeta, you have to message me at my WhatsApp number, right? Otherwise, it would not be possible for me to find you, right, in the groups. Okay. What do you have, Geeta? Geeta Gupta, you have written, sir, I have. What do you have? Okay, right, Geeta, right, no problem. Okay. So now next is Amarnath. Is it done? Done. Amarnath is done. Now Harshita is done. And after Harshita, Asika. Okay. Kevi. After Kevi, it is Kavita. Kavita, you need to send me a message separately, right? Otherwise, I would not be able to find you in the groups. Okay. You please if you don't have my WhatsApp number, tell me, I will send you. Then Akanksha, you also have to send me message separately, because I don't have your, you can say, contact also. Then Ishfaq, you also have to send me a WhatsApp number separately, right? By writing your name. Otherwise, I would not be able to serve you, to send you this, you can say, assignment. And then Buddhata, you also need to send me your separate message on my WhatsApp, right? Or on my Telegram, anywhere. Buddhata Sai, right? So these are the students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 13, 14, 15, 16. Right. Okay. So now, beta, I am going to finish the class. Right. So first of all, this was quite boring day today, right? So because कैलकुलेशंस करनी होती हैं ना, कई बार सर दर्द होने लग जाता है, ऐसा होता है ना सुमेधा, हुआ ना ऐसा थोड़ा बहुत? हुआ होगा, है ना? सो होता है ना, मैथमेटिक्स की क्लास में कई तो छोड़ के चले जाते हैं कि छोड़ो क्या पढ़ना है मैथमेटिक्स को, है ना? सो बट हो जाता है कई बार, राइट? सो डोंट वरी, ओके, बट ये भी एक प्रोसेस है, राइट? सो वी हैव टू क्रॉस दिस प्रोसेस आल्सो, right? So cross through this also. Okay, you can note my WhatsApp number. I'm writing here my WhatsApp number, 9023515060. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay. So thanks to everybody for tolerating me, right, in this boring session, right? So please send me your sincere feedback, right? Okay. So today, right, this is must. See, you are, I think, 15 students in class, right? So I expect the feedback from all the 15 students, right? That honest feedback, right? That how much you feel bored, right? Whether your head is aching now, or your or not, right? And what is there, right? And then on your feedback message, right? So I will send you the assignment. ओके, इज इट ओके? सो फिर जिसने असाइनमेंट लेनी है वो मुझे फीडबैक में।
सर वो लास्ट क्वेश्चन में वो जो 5 इयर्स अगो का जो एवरेज था पीक्यूआरएस का, वो 45 था कि सर 50 था?
बेटा एक्चुअली अगर नए पर्सन की 50 होती, राइट, अगर नए पर्सन की एज जो रेस्ट ऑफ द 4 पर्सन के इक्वल होती तो उसकी एज 50 होनी थी, राइट? ओके, लेकिन उसके आने की वजह से मतलब वो बाकी 4 पर्सन की एज भी रिड्यूस हो गई, है ना? एवरेज एज रिड्यूस हो गई, तो वो 4 kg तो उसने उनका रिड्यूस कर दिया और 1 kg उसने अपना रिड्यूस किया, सॉरी 1 year, राइट? सो द टोटल लॉस इज ऑफ 5 years, सो दैट इज व्हाई 50 - 5 = 45, राइट?
ओके सर, बट सर आपने जैसे लिखा था ना PQ + R + S = 50, तो वो सर समझ नहीं आया था थोड़ा सा।
बेटा 50 ऐसा था बेटा कि बिफोर 5 years, right, the average age of those was 45.
Yes sir.
Right, but now after 5 years, right?
तो अच्छा 45 + 5.
Yes, 45 + 5 is 50.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so sailor wala, which was, this was 8th one. You can note it. Okay. So can I take leave now? Okay, then we will meet tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Take care. Okay, and the assignment which I will send to you today, I would expect by tomorrow you will solve all the questions, right? And whatever the problems will be there, those problems we will discuss in tomorrow's lecture, right? So this is your right to bring each and every problem here in the class, right? So डरना नहीं है, घबराना नहीं है कि पता नहीं मुझे कौन क्या बोलेगा, राइट? उसमें 30 क्वेश्चंस हैं, 30 में से कुछ हमने कर लिए हैं, और अगर आप 30 के 30 भी यहाँ ले आओगे ना कि मुझे तो एक भी नहीं आता, राइट, तो भी आपको मैं सारे करवाऊंगा, राइट, डोंट वरी, राइट, बट आप अपनी तरफ से उसको ट्राई जरूर करना है, राइट? सो दैट्स द ओनली थिंग. Somebody is raising hand. Please tell me, what do you want to ask? Please tell me. Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay then, right? So we'll meet tomorrow.